Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Do you need to get one of these tests done at an affordable price? Well, look no further. Visit Allied Laboratories by Fit for Life today. We offer VDRL, CBC, ANA, rheumatoid factor, D-dimer, TROP1, HbA1c, PTINR, and PTT. Call one of our branches today, conveniently located at Grenville and Granats, and one of our staff members will be happy to assist. Please note that there are over 200 tests available, and these are only a few. So call today and book your appointment.
And of course, we want to officially welcome everyone to another Mikey Live program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean. That is Grenada. Of course, we have it all. Beautiful place, man. And of course, if you're thinking about traveling to Grenada, well, that's the best thing that you can do around this time of the year. Of course, we have a lot happening, and we're going to be telling you about that. Now, as it relates to our news, we have quite a bit of things to tell you about. Fly infestation. It forces the closure of a secondary school in St. John. And the settlement of dispute between the Grenada Ports Authority and the Technical and Allied Workers Union. We've got a statement by the former Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Mitchell, as well GPWU statement on the pension retroactive payment. Also, Grenada records yet another road fatality on the weekend. And we'll tell you about the relocation of the General Hospital's Accident and Emergency Services Department. And we can expect some thunderstorms tonight into tomorrow. We'll talk to you about that. And we have more. Folks, this is what we call Mikey Live. It's called News Discussed, Not Told. Of course, this is where we tell you the business. You get the good, the bad, and the Mikey. So, if you have not yet done so, please share the program, giving other people an opportunity to see that we are live. The headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Coach Grenada Limited, Digicel Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada. Of course, we also have Infinite Contractors. We've got Superb Distributors online with us as well. And of course, we want to say thank you to all our sponsors for making this program possible. Folks, we're taking that break and come back. And when we come back, it could be real news in Oli Lolo.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at you, basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Gifts of love with care, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care. With gifts of love with care.
It's your Gifts of Love for Cheer 2.0. 'Tis the season for holly jolly days at the communal. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Getting on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2023. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2023. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Yes, so again, welcome. You know, for supper, I had myself some fried dumplings, and I ain't lying, boy. I don't know. That bad, eh? Fried dumpling and breadfruit. Yeah, no. You understand? Yeah, that's why the Caribbean and the island life is just great when you have a nice little fried breadfruit, or just the breadfruit alone. Guys, have you ever tried just breadfruit, just boiled breadfruit? A little, you know, you season the water a little bit, or you could just put some salt in the water, just that bad. You know what I mean? I know the people who love their belly go know about that. Yeah, understand? And those of you who don't like the kitchen, I don't know nothing about that. You know what I mean? So anyway, so welcome to one and all again. It's always a pleasure to come on the program to talk to you about what's happening here in Grenada and you know, other parts of the world. Now, the first thing that we have to tell all you about is the settlement of the dispute between the Grenada Ports Authority. Yes, that's the Grenada Ports Authority and the Grenada Technical and Allied Workers Union. Now, this is something that we were looking at for a while. Last week, there was a protest action happening at the port. And what that did was it created a serious problem for persons, you know, for the traffickers and so on, you know, and even for businesses who depend on the, you know, the port to you know, when they import their stuff and things like that. Just excuse me a bit. You know what I mean? So yeah, boy, a lot of things happened over that past few days. You know, the port maintained its position, then the workers, they were maintaining their position as well, and it was an industrial dispute, you know. So yeah, and we just here to report the business. So what we can tell you is that has been settled according to the government. Now, the Grenada Ports Authority and the Grenada Technical and Allied Workers Union, the GPWU, they have reached settlement of the dispute that resulted in workers at the Port St. George taking industrial strike action over the past week. Now, the parties arrived at a negotiated settlement facilitated by the Minister for Legal Affairs, Labour and Consumer Affairs and Attorney General, Senator the Honourable Claudette Joseph, and the Labour Commissioner, Mrs. Valerie Thomas. Now, the highly anticipated resolution should see all workers immediately return to work and the speedy resolution or restoration of services at the port. Now, the Labour Minister Joseph expressed gratitude to the parties for their cooperation and earnest effort in working towards an amicable resolution of the matter. Now, the minister noted, however, that it was unfortunate the dispute escalated to the most extreme form of industrial action as a first response, and before the dispute resolution mechanism contained in the collective bargaining agreement between the parties was triggered. He says here that premature and extreme industrial action does not promote good industrial relations. It negatively affects the prospect of amicable settlement of the dispute, and it creates unnecessary financial hardship on ordinary people, says Minister Joseph. Now, government say that they would like to thank the public, especially those directly impacted by the events, for your patience and understanding. Well, we have not directly heard from TAU relating to that settlement, but we are hearing from the former Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Mitchell. Now, former Prime Minister and leader of His Majesty's opposition, he says, I have noted with serious concern last week's industrial action on its St. George's port and its economic fallout of the said action. It says, as such, I call on the present NDC administration to find tangible solutions to the economic issues faced by many in the business sector due to this action. Indeed, it says, I, together with other members of my team, have been inundated with calls and messages from traffickers and other business sectors and people about the significant losses that they have suffered in the past week that is due to the strike. Now, inter-island traffickers, who provide a very important component of economic activity in our country, have suffered immensely and continue to suffer, he says, with the loss of goods both coming into and going out of Grenada, costing thousands of dollars in individual cases. Now, he says that this is at a time when the cost of living throughout the state has skyrocketed within the last few months. Now, he says, I therefore call on the NDC administration to show concern and engage with the traffickers in particular, with a view to, at the very least, providing grant funding to them to enable them to cope throughout this trying period. And of course, folks, that was coming from the former Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Mitchell, his 2 cents on this particular matter. Now we are hearing from a public workers union. Now, this here is coming from them as it relates to the pension retroactive payment. It says that the Grenada Public Workers Union, the GPWU, places on record its profound appreciation. And it says its profound appreciation to the government of Grenada for honoring its verbal commitment to pay pension retroactively to hundreds of previously disenfranchised retirees. While it is a legal obligation, our union recognizes the historical struggle with pension disqualification and therefore must logically acknowledge the significant step of this current administration. The GPWU goes further to commend this administration for proactively joining the services of many former public officers who had various stints outside of the traditional public service, for example, in statutory bodies. Now, this initiative is a noted step in the direction of placing social and economic justice at the forefront of policy making. The Grenada Public Workers Union also recognizes the human services of the Pension Secretariat led by Ms. Tonya Adams, long-standing member Ms. Odessa Sylvester, and the rest of the capable staff. Your efforts encapsulate the importance of public service progressively moving our nation forward. It says that we encourage the staff of the Secretariat to continue being a beacon in the public service. And it goes on to say a lot. It says that union recognizes the uncontrollable, joyous outpouring of emotions from or once disenfranchised pensioners and congratulates them on their perseverance in trying times. In the same vein, we encourage our pensioners to be prudent in their fiscal management, even while they take care of their needs in a country with growing inflation. All right. And it goes on to say quite a lot. And of course, we've posted that on our page. They're just saying that, the government would have made taken the right step in making good on that promise. And in effect, many who has been previously disenfranchised are now able to benefit from that step. Folks, Grenada has recorded yet another road fatality. It therefore means that last week alone, we've had 2 ladies dying as a result of an incident on the nation's road. All right. Now, this time the accident happened along the Mount Hatman main road in the vicinity of Hubbard's. Now, it involved a motor vehicle and 2 pedestrians. One of the pedestrians, Ruth Phillip, died as a result of her injuries shortly after at the General Hospital. There is another individual whose name is Pappy, who according to police is in critical condition in a coma. Now, police say that they are investigating this accident. You understand? And we have heard quite a lot about this accident, but again, we're not into the business of giving false news or into the business of speculations. And so we would allow the police to do their investigation, and once we have something solid, we'll be able to share that with you. But they say that they are investigating this particular incident, as they have received several reports about this particular accident. All right, so we should be able to have something for you maybe tomorrow, God's willing. All right, but 2 road fatalities in 1 week, and 2 females. But in this particular incident, there were 2 pedestrians who were knocked over by this, and so one died and the other, as police have said, in critical condition at the General Hospital, according to one source, in a coma. All right, the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs hereby informs the general public that for the period Monday, November 21st, so that is as of today, to Friday, November 25th, the General Hospital's Accident and Emergency Department, the A&E, will commence relocation to the first floor of the new hospital building. Now, as a result of this movement, the ministry advises the general public that there will be limited services available at the present location, as medical and nursing personnel will be involved in preparing the new location. As such, the public are advised to utilize the services at the community level as much as possible. Please note, however, the emergency cases will be accommodated. Again, emergency cases will be accommodated. Health officials are confident that the relocation to the new facility would enhance the working environment for the staff, improve the comfort of patients who will make use of the facility, and enhance service delivery. Now, the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs would like to thank the public for its cooperation and understanding, and sincerely apologizes for any inconveniences which may be caused as a result. Okay, so it might be a bit overcast right now, a deep level trough. All right, let me show you. Let me see if I can get a picture on the business for you. Right here. Right, okay, good. So a deep level trough, which is the dotted red line that you can see on the screen right now, is currently in the vicinity of the island chain, including Grenada. Now, this latest satellite image that you're seeing on the screen reveals showers and thunder showers, and they are in the vicinity of the islands, including Grenada. Now, current analysis from weather modules indicate an increase in the cloud cover periods of showers, and periods of showers and rain, which may become heavier times, and thunderstorms at this system as folks. Let me just take that. So the current analysis from weather modules indicate an increase in cloud cover, periods of showers and rain, which may become heavier times, and thunderstorms as this system traversed the island chain overnight into Tuesday. Now, according to the Met Office, similar unstable conditions may continue to affect the island over the next few days. Now, there is a possibility of flooding and landslides in areas that are so prone. So, as a result, a warning is in effect. Now, according to the Met Office, the coastal waters remain agitated with waves 5 to 7 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. Hence, the Met Office maintains a marine advisory for the state of Grenada. All right, and what we can tell you is that they are promising that once there is updates, they will be sending that to us and we'll be able to disseminate that to you. But yes, you can expect a little bit of thunder, a little bit of rain, a little bit of lightning, and I mean, nothing too much. Yeah, I mean, yes, and we've been getting a lot of rain lately, so you want to expect as well flooding in areas that are so prone. As the ground is really saturated, you can also expect some rockfall and some landslides. Folks, we have an unfortunate situation that is developing at one of the secondary schools on the island. Now, according to our sources, there's been a fly infestation in the area surrounding the St. John Christian Secondary School, and that has caused the school to close its doors. So the school was closed today, and based on our sources, the school will be closed tomorrow as well. I think this incident is of a lot of concern to the principal, to the staff, to the parents, and to the ministry as well. Now, we are hearing from one source that the fly infestation is as a result of a pig pen in the vicinity, and it also has a foul stench. Now, we also understand that inspectors and other officials from the Ministry of Health, they have conducted investigations and currently continue to do their work in resolving this. We understand that over the weekend an attempt was made, to get rid of the fly, to address the infestation, but that wasn't too successful. And of course, they are looking to kind of like intensify their response to that particular problem. Now, the Ministry of Education has also confirmed that they are aware of the situation. And we can just wish that this situation will probably get resolved sooner rather than later. I know that this is a critical time for students, especially those who are in higher forms. And so we are hoping that this will be resolved in a timely manner. No! You understand? Because the school has to close its doors until the infestation is gone, until they take care of all of that. How did we get to that point? Like, seriously, how? Oh boy. Anyway, the Wagiti Super Knockout Football Competition 2022 reaches its semi-final stage. After the quarterfinals matches on the weekend, things are shaping up for a new champion. Yes, this is because the defending champs FC Camhon was beaten 7-1 by Hard Rock and will move. Hard Rock will move to the semi-finals. Other semi-finalists are Mount Rich, which defeated Sab Spartan 2-0, Paradise FC International, which took advantage of St. David's FC 5-0, and Hurricane got 4 past Fontenoy. The semifinals will be featuring Mount Rich against Hard Rock in Game 1, and that's for Saturday, followed by Paradise FC International and Hurricane. Right, what else do we have to tell you, boy? Killer was, everybody was talking about Killer, Hollis Map. It takes the Spice Isle culture to a different level, winning the 2022 African Music Magazine AFRIMAA. If you want to go down with me there. My text just stick small and I'm trying to get it to go bigger and just whole night I can't get it to go bigger, you know. So if I had to squint, I had to see the thing, right? All right, so it's Afrima Awards in the Best Reggae and Dancehall category. Now, again, remember that because they didn't have a soca category, he had to make a submission in the reggae and dancehall category. All right, now the 9th edition of the awards was staged under the theme, This is Africa, and it was held on the weekend. Now the award, well, comes as a, you know, as, what should I say, something new for Mr. Killer, or an addition to all his other achievements, you know. So I think it's fitting to say congrats to Killer on that accomplishment, you know, as he continues to try his best to, you know, market the music, to market the business now. You understand? So, the 2022 Qatar World Cup football tournament is into its second day already, with England having obtained a comprehensive victory in the first match in Group B. Now, England defeated Iran 6-2, and Sika scored 2, and Bellingham, Raheem, Sterling, Marcus, Rashford, and what's his name again? Jack something. They scored 1 each. The match went into 13 minutes extra time. All right. Iran's 2 goals, they were scored by Mehdi. Now, yesterday when the tournament got underway, host nation Qatar suffered a 2-0 defeat against Ecuador. And here's what. Qatar broke a record. It became the first host nation in the World Cup in its 92 years history to lose their opening game. History in the business. You understand? So, well, hard luck. At least we make history here, Papa. In other games today, the Netherlands defeated Senegal 2-0. And what we had another game? That was the only game, right? Yeah, anyway. If my memory serves me right. But anyway, yeah. So, World Cup. That's what everyone is talking about right now. So, yep. What else do we have to tell all you? That's just about it for now. I have quite a bit of other things, but I think that we would have to stop here because time is running out on us. Hey guys, don't forget there's a lot of sale that is happening around the place. All right, and I've been telling you about this one here, your Black Friday sale, and you're getting the opportunity to win, win savings. If you may, win savings if you may. So you can contact the people, all right? And that's 534-5545. That's Ultratech Services. And they are giving you an opportunity to own so many appliances and so on, because they say, listen, Mikey, this is what we want to do. We want to make people happy this Christmas season. We want to make people happy this Black Friday. So what we're going to do, we're going to slash prices. Just be slashing. So you're getting a 40-inch TCL TV, and it's a smart TV, by the way, for now $999, and you're saving $291 there. You understand? So don't say I didn't tell you. All right, folks, let me just take a quick thing, and I'm coming back with the national report and as well the weather.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love. Like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Do you need to get one of these tests done at an affordable price? Well, look no further. Visit Allied Laboratories by Fit for Life today. We offer VDRL, CBC, ANA, rheumatoid factor, D-dimer, TROP1, HbA1c, PTINR, and PTT. Call one of our branches today, conveniently located at Grenville and Granite, and one of our staff members will be happy to assist. Please note that there are over 200 tests available, and these are only a few. So call today and book your appointment.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at you, basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Gifts of love with dread. Bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care. With gifts of love with dread.
It's your Gifts of Love for Cheer 2.0. 'Tis the season for holly jolly days at the communal. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Getting on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2023. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2023. Lending terms and conditions apply.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Trade unions applaud government for honoring the payment of retroactive pensions. We'll have details to this story and more in the national report.
Prepare for hurricane. Prepare for hurricane. Make sure you have your radio and your batteries too. Waterproof flashlight candles will do thin stuff. Garbage bag, first aid kit. Come on people, make sure you have it. Clean water in a container and a hurricane plan. Hear me no man.
Hurricane damage is beyond your control. Surviving the aftermath is up to you. Have a hurricane plan. It can save your life and your family too.
Prepare for hurricane. Your hair, prepare for hurricane.
With the details to the news for Monday, November 21st, I am Rikisha St. Louis. Trade union officials applaud government for a promise fulfilled to hundreds of retired public officers. The Deacon Mitchell-led administration on November 15th made good on a campaign promise to pay retired public servants their pensions. Over 300 retirees from various sectors began receiving their first retroactive payouts. This move has caused some members of the Grenada Trade Union movement, who have over the years clamored for pensions for public officers, to applaud the efforts of government. Former President General of the Grenada Union of Teachers, Lydon Lewis, and former President of the Grenada Public Workers Union, Rachel Roberts, were some of the initial pioneers leading the charge. Roberts says it is a very gratifying feeling to know that something you have worked towards has actually materialized. She described it as a painful and difficult journey.
God is a God who knows, and tears is a language that he understands. And many public officers cried. Many public officers cried over this. And I said many of them died over this. But today, we want to thank the government of Grenada, because we know without a supportive government, without a caring government, this was not going to happen easily. It has been paid. And our officers are happy, and I feel happy. The country would be better off for it, because the economic gains, the spill-off from it, the multiplier effect would be one that would support all Grenadians, the grandchildren, the great-grand, the children who would benefit from this.
Former President General of GUT, Lydon Lewis, was one of the instrumental players in the early fight for pension for public workers.
It's a joyous occasion for me. It's like a dream come true. I feel it for those senior citizens who for years had to struggle. Some of them had to go through demeaning job that they would have left, and had to find ways to survive. So it's really a good feeling for me. It's many prayers answered, and I commend the government for taking that bold initiative to pay the gratuity and pension.
Retirees Daniel Lewis, former employee of the Ministry of Agriculture, who spent 30 years in the service, along with Osbert Charles, who gave over 16 years to the Ministry of Health, and Helen Brathwaite, who has given dedicated service as an educator, all spoke to the GIS about the feeling of finally receiving their reward.
I came to the horrible realization a couple of years ago that I would never receive a pension from government. So that is the kind of reality I was living under, you know. And then I remember traveling once to Ottawa in a meeting, and which involved also a Bajan friend, Michael. And one morning we were walking about 5 a.m. and he was boasting about what you do. He said, Daniel, you know, I plan for my pension, you know, and all kind of things. I said, but you know, in Grenada, I would not be getting a pension. And you find that was so unthinkable. So the honest truth, what has unfolded over the last couple of days has been amazing, believe me, almost a dream. And I really want to credit the government for keeping its commitments. I mean, it's not easy sometimes, you know, during election campaign to make certain commitments, but the reality is when you're very focused and you really, really want to achieve it. And I was really impressed with the way the government went about from the time they get to office. They created the secretariat, put system in place, and work closely with the people at Ministry of Finance. And what we unfolded over the last year has been amazing.
I think men can be called honourable when they're able to honour the words. So the entire cabinet should be thanked immensely for honouring that decision of the willingness expressed to pay the pension, and today it's a reality.
I've been praying, and I know God answers prayers. And when I heard about that, I was so, so happy. You know, I felt like, oh, this is Moses. Moses came to take us to the promised land. So we went to the promised land, and I got my milk and honey.
At the end of the payment process, the Ministry of Finance anticipates a payout of $75 million to 525 eligible retirees. Ocean Explorer and Avima are the two recent cruise lines to make maiden calls at the St. George's Melville Street Cruise Port, are part of the Grenada Tourism Authority's improved marketing strategy to increase the calls to the island for the season. Nicoyan Roberts, GTA's Manager of Nautical Development, Marketing and Sales, says the two new calls represent new business coming to Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique for the 2022-2023 season. Roberts says this brings the industry one step closer to its pre-COVID-19 ratings.
This shows the growth that we are seeing within the cruise sector of the tourism industry. This is representative of additional revenue and additional opportunities for new passengers, new cruise passengers to come to Grenada, see what we have to offer, experience our tours, and give our taxi operators and our vendors the ability to earn much needed revenue. The 2022-2023 cruise season, we are seeing a scheduled number of calls of over 200. And this represents an 11% increase on the amount of business, the amount of cruise calls we got last season. It is very important for Grenada, therefore, to continue to shine, to continue to provide passengers with exquisite and memorable experiences so that they can guide the demand that the cruise brands will receive as being a clarion call to visit Grenada and Carriacou.
Huggins is the agent handling the affairs of both cruise lines while they are docked at the Melville Street Cruise Port. Divisional Manager for Services at Huggins, Sheldon Alexander, says his company is quite pleased with the role that they are playing in the sustenance of cruise tourism on the island.
These are two very unique ships, totally opposite side of the spectrum. One, it's the Ritz-Carlton Yacht Collection. It's a seven-star vessel, and Ocean Explorer. It's a expedition vessel. We have 269 people on the Ritz-Carlton, and we have 115 people on the Ocean Explorer. The Ocean Explorer, it's a unique vessel. That vessel, as it says, as the word goes, it's an expedition vessel that deals with mainly environmental runs. So from here they're going to go down South America and then on to Antarctica.
Both the Ovima and the Ocean Explorer are home port out of Barbados.
We have 105 people on tour of the Ocean Explorer, which they went to the Laura Spice Garden, they went to the rum distillery, and they had an opportunity to see Grenada on a Sunday. We're very happy and thankful to the persons that are in the industry that came out today to ensure that the visitors enjoy themselves. The Ritz-Carlton vessel, it's a bit different. It's more high-end, and they are on a different type of tour. They're on the catamaran tours. They went to the Silver Sands. So it's a nice injection of into the economy from these two vessels on a Sunday.
Huggins and the GTA are also making preparation to welcome Rhapsody of the Sea's maiden call on Wednesday, November 23rd. Continuing the news, November has been dubbed the month of new business for Grenada's tourism industry, as the island has recorded a significant increase in flights from the international market and the resumption of several services from Canada, the UK, and the United States. Between October 30th to November 21st, tourism and government officials welcomed 4 new airline calls and resumption services. On Sunday, Condo landed at the Maurice Bishop International Airport after 2 years due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The airline will fly once per week until April 2023. Nikoyan Roberts, GTA's Manager for Nautical Development, Marketing and Sales, explains that Condo is a non-stop service that was renegotiated and supported by tour operators and travel agents in Germany. She says Condo's return is the gateway for Grenada to access visitors from wider Europe.
The GTA was able to secure the services of Ice to Market International as our representation company for Germany and Europe. And so today's flight will be bringing in representatives from Ice to Market and a mega fam of 20 travel and tourism professionals. We have 10 people representing the press, including Deutsche Welle, and we have 10 representatives representing tour operator companies, dive shops, etc. in Germany. This week, while they are here, they will get a chance to meet with local suppliers from the hotels and tour operators so that they can cement the business to bring more guests, more German guests into Grenada, and also guests wishing to visit from other European countries and using Frankfurt and London as hubs to come into the country. And we do have the priority opportunity of being sold as non-stop getting into Grenada with an additional connection into the Southern Caribbean using Tobago and Trinidad as an additional vacation and business choice.
Passengers and crew members were greeted by government and tourism officials and the sweet sound of steel pan music. Tourism Minister Honourable Lennox Andrews is proud that Grenada continues to attract international airlines through its marketing strategy.
The resumption of your flight means that we now have 7 international flights coming to Grenada on a weekly basis from Europe and North America, carrying an average of 800 persons weekly. And that in itself means a lot for our tourism industry. We are working on increasing our hotel room space. Next year, by March, is the planned date for the opening of our new hotel, the Six Senses, which will increase the number of rooms by about 120. And therefore, what it means is that we in Grenada are making great strides in helping to build a strong tourism industry, given its importance in terms of foreign exchange earning, employment generation, higher income, and its very close linkage that it has with all sectors of the economy.
Minister for Civil Aviation Honourable Dennis Cornwall announced plans to build a strong tourism industry in the coming years.
We are going to put in place the necessary infrastructure that will allow for ease of business on the airport yet. In other words, your passengers will be able to disembark and embark in a much smoother manner at the end of the day. And we believe that that would help develop our tourism product here in Grenada in a big way. Encourage the Grenada Tourism Authority staff to continue doing the good job they have been doing and to ensure that at the end of the day we'll be able to increase the airlift that is now here in Grenada to a much higher level and to ensure that our tourism business grow bigger and bigger.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Have you noticed an increase or decrease in your electricity bill? You know that changes in the fuel and non-fuel rates affect your bill. You should also be aware that changes in household activities affect your bill. Ask yourself these questions. Have the rates changed? Have there been more people at your home? Have your children been on holiday? Have you used your fan or air conditioning unit more often to beat the heat? Are any of your electrical appliances or equipment faulty? Have you added any new appliances such as transformers, water heaters, or pumps? Make it a habit to understand any changes on your electricity bill. For more factors that affect your bill, visit www.grenlec.com. Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Welcome back. The Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs will be placing greater emphasis on the training and development of boys with a view to strengthen family structures, society, and advance the country. That's according to Minister for Social and Community Development, Honourable Philip Telesford, during his address to commemorate International Men's Day over the weekend. He said government ministers will form part of a group that will engage men and boys in a wrap-up session on November 26th at the Spice Basket. The engagement will be held in keeping with this year's theme, Helping Men and Boys.
Over the years, we have noticed that less attention has been placed on the training and development of our boys, thus creating an imbalance in our society. As a ministry, we intend to place a greater focus on our boys and men with a view of strengthening families, society, and nation. We will be at the Spice Basket starting from 6 p.m. It will be an evening of fun, food, and facts on our development. Please make a special effort to attend. We are stronger together.
Finally, in the news, the traffic department of the Royal Grenada Police Force says there will be heightened patrols throughout the island as part of the RGPF's Yuletide operations. This as officers are concerned about the increase in road accidents and road fatality so far this year. Constable Troy Paul of the traffic department explained to members of the media on Friday that road accidents for 2022 has exceeded the 2021 statistics by nearly 300, with fatalities at almost 10. He said officers will be deployed and will be equipped to conduct breathalyzer tests and other examinations to ensure drivers are exercising due care and attention.
We at the traffic department, we have devised operation for the Yuletide season, and one of those is heightening in patrols, foot patrols, mobile patrols, and also motorcycle patrols in and around the town of St. George's and all our towns in Grenada. With those patrols, you will see speed checks. We'll be at various places checking, ensuring that persons do not exceed the speed limit, and also on accident scenes, persons will be subjected to breathalyzer tests.
Officer in charge of crimes, Superintendent Vanny Kerwin, says the Yuletide operations will activate all security measures for the season to ensure peace and safety. He is concerned that if measures aren't in place to curb the worrying trend of robberies and crimes, it will affect the country's ability to attract foreign investment and revenue.
You will see a greater security presence in our towns and communities as we heighten our awareness and responses to the challenges that we currently face. We may disrupt your desire to traverse the country without delays, but this becomes necessary in order to keep you safe. We have activated all of our security measures and are confident in our ability to keep Grenada and Grenadians safe during this period. Our campaign against loud music in homes and vehicles, our campaign against speeding, campaign against unlawful, dark tint, and unregulated lights and other infringements and additions to motor vehicles, or zero tolerance policies for offensive weapons, including unlawful firearms and ammunition, or campaign against drunk driving, and our zero tolerance in illegal drugs.
That story just ended the national report for Monday, November 21st, recapping the top story. Trade unions applaud government for honoring the payment of retroactive pensions. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rekeisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, Rekeisha, and the rest of the GIS News team. We now take a look at the weather. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy with some light to moderate widely scattered showers and the chance of isolated thunder. The minimum temperature for tonight, 25.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate to rough with waves 6 to 9 feet in open waters. And the marine advisory remains in effect. Taking a look at the weather for Tuesday, we can tell you that the weather is expected to be partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy and windy with some light to moderate widely scattered showers and the medium chance of isolated thunder mainly overnight. There's a low chance of flash flooding and or landslides in areas that are so prone. Max temperature 30.5 degrees Celsius and a minimum 25. Winds east-northeasterly to east, southeasterly at 13 to 23 miles per hour, gusting higher with showers. Seas moderate to rough with waves 6 to 9 feet in open waters, and there's a marine advisory that's going to be in effect for tomorrow. And if we are to take a look, we want to say hello to all the folks who are currently tuned in on YouTube. So all the YouTubers, blessings to you, all right? And may God bless your family as well. And so those of you who are chatting, those of you who are not, blessings to you. Cynthia, Fitzroy, Lintona Mom, Bermuda, Della, and who else? Michelle, Javar, Monet, hi, Celine, Sharon, Stephanie, Zaka, Anne-Marie, Pearl, Fitzroy again, Mary, Ventress, Ethelyn, Norbertina, Queen, and everyone else, man. Blessings to you, all right? Remember, if you have not yet done so, I'd like to encourage you to share the program. Eunice, Suzette, what's going on? No, Suzette, I appreciate you guys even more. You have no idea. So blessings to you, all right, Suzette? Angel, Veronica, and it's Clovey, Jacinta, and yeah, everyone else, man. Jane, blessings, all right? So thank you, Michelle, and everyone else, and I'm hoping to see you guys tomorrow, God's willing, again, all right? Gonna take some rest, okay? So blessings to your family. Let's go! In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja! No! Blessings to everyone. See you guys.